What's going on, beautiful people? This is Max coming to you with another video. And today's talk is going to be about let them laugh. Yep, let them laugh. You know how it goes. We live in a world that, you know what? I call it bipolar. People are bipolar. Human beings are funny. And here's why. Today I saw an article that I came across my timeline, and it was about the rapper Young Joc, based here out of Atlanta. He had a famous song back in the days. I can't even remember it fully, but Young Joc. Everybody knows Young Joc. He did Love and Hip Hop as well. And right now he's also a radio DJ in the morning on 94.5 here in Atlanta. So this video spoke about something that we saw a couple years ago that the Cosby actor went through. Remember Jeffrey Owen, when some lady tried to shame him for working at, what was it? I can't remember that all of a sudden. All of a sudden it escapes my mind. But you remember the story. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. I can't say it. But anyway, he was working at a grocery store, and some lady tried to recognize him. She tried to shame him by taking a picture of him working and bagging or doing whatever he was doing. And you know what? It didn't turn out as bad as she wanted it to be, because he did get some real paid gigs from there, and he was able to go ahead and quit that job and continue taking care of his family because of what she did. So look at God. God will use your enemies at times. But anyway, going back to this Young Joc situation. So there's an article that states, I think the Shade Room posted this article, that Young Joc was spotted in here in Atlanta driving for a rideshare app, like Uber, Lyft. And I think this was called Push and Go. I've never heard of it. I mean, I've been doing Uber now for 3 years full time. Part time has been about since 2014. Yeah, so that's how I pay my bills when I'm not working on my business or I'm not doing anything else. That's the main source of income. And so I've never heard of this company. But anyway, Joc was driving. The people were in the back, and mind you, they don't have a car, right? Probably. Well, sometimes people do have a car, but they're getting a ride. So they needed someone's help. But they recognized Young Joc, and they're like, wait a second, you look familiar and you sound like Young Joc. And he was like, yep, or whatever he said. And then one of them proceeded to say, man, you fell off. So Joc just shook his head at that point and said, man, if that's what you feel if that's what you feel has happened to me, so be it. Man, what a perfect response. That is textbook majestic lifestyle right there. These are the things that we'll be talking about on this channel. Listen, you got to get your EQ up, your emotional IQ. You cannot respond to just everybody and their low-level thinking things. So we live in a society where a lot of people call a lot of people lazy, good for nothing. Oftentimes people will turn to drugs and negative things to make money. We all heard the story that happened recently, that young brother that was working in the bank, guarding the vault, and he started stealing money from it and showing off, doing the money phones or whatever, all that mess, buying cars. Come on, man. But this brother, Joc, is still on the radio, right? Still doing all whatever else I don't know if he's probably still doing Love and Hip Hop, right? He's probably doing all his hustle, but he says, you know what? This is just another way to get more money to add to my multiple streams of income. And this is an important factor that everybody should be working on. And everyone that's going to be really part of this community, the majestic lifestyle community, you have to get to the point where you figure out your first hustle and then create after that your multiple streams of income. And so the brother's out working hard, driving, because Atlanta traffic is not fun. But he's getting his hustle on, and these people are trying to shame him. Man, I'll tell you, folks, you got to get to the point where you get your blinders on. In life, there's always going to be someone that talks bad about you. There's always going to be someone that puts you down. There's always going to be someone that you Even if you reach the top, there's people that think, man, that person cheated their way up there. So no matter where you are in life, you have to get to the point where you put your blinders on, like those little horses you see riding around the town. Put your blinders on and keep on your goal. You know where you have to go. So let's say, for example, right? Instead of going to get a part-time job, let's say if he needs whatever amount to get more money for his next investment, right? A part-time job, you have to go to that job every time. And if you don't, you have to call out and give an excuse why. And if you call out too many times, they're going to fire you. Where if that brother figured out, well, you know what? Which is something I figured out years ago, by the way. I have a lot of things going on. I don't want to be stuck having to go to a store. And first of all, how is it going to look for people to walk into City Gear or Kroger and see Young Joc? Not in a shameful way, but a bunch of people are going to want to hang out, talk to him, maybe give him their CDs or their tapes or beats or whatever. It might be too distracting, right? So this brother said, you know what? At least when you, and one thing he says, you meet cool people when you're doing rideshare, which I have to admit is true. You meet some really cool people, but there's some really, really negative people. I'll put it nicely. Some really negative people that you meet on the way as well. And so, man, when I read that, I was like, yo, big shout out to that brother. That's how you do it. You know what? Be smart, get your multiple streams of income, and get out there. And don't care a thing about what people have to say. You hear me? Let them talk. Because guess what? If you do nothing, they're going to talk. If you do something mediocre, they're going to talk. So might as well do what you want and let them talk. And guess what? While they're talking, busy looking around, you're pushing forward towards your goal. So this is all that today's talk is about. Listen, don't be that person that did not reach their dream because you were worried about who talked about you, who stopped their lives to make fun of you, put you down, right? And talk bad about you to other people. Listen, it doesn't matter who talks about you, how many people talk about you. You got to keep pushing. We'll talk more about that, but I just wanted to, while this was fresh in my mind, and this was a topic that this channel is based on, majestic lifestyle. And bear with me because I'm going to be refining this process. The majestic lifestyle is working on a daily basis to become your best. And when I say your best, I mean across the board. I don't mean like I'm a great photographer or I'm a great truck driver. I'm a great doctor. I'm a great pastor. I'm a great engineer, but I treat people like crap. I walk by other people like they don't exist. I disrespect my spouse. I don't give back. I'm stingy. I look down on other people. Living your best means every day, you know, even if, for example, you come across somewhere where you're at work and there's some pens or some things, supplies that they have, not the ones that are to give away for the office to use, but something that's for the office, and you just have to slip it while no one's looking, and you take it home. So yeah, no one knows you took that little item that might have cost $3, but your conscience knows, and that affects how you view yourself and how you feel about yourself. So remember, folks, you gotta live your best on a daily basis, and that is looking at whatever you come across. Now, first of all, well, you know, we'll tackle that in a future video. But on today's topic, listen, the people are gonna talk. Haters are gonna talk. Toxic people are gonna talk, right? They're gonna make fun of you. They're gonna point at you. They're gonna do whatever. Some of them might literally point and laugh at you. But you know what? You got to get so focused on your goal that you don't even worry about it. It doesn't affect you. And yes, we are all human beings. I want you to understand this. Does it hurt? Does it affect you? Yes, it does. Yeah, that's the reality. I've been through it many times in my life, and it always stings, right? But when you catch yourself in your feelings, as they call it, and I can't even say that statement, but because everyone gets in their feelings. So let's not even say that statement. When you catch yourself losing your focus because of what that person that's standing there making fun of you, because of them, refocus to your goal. Just literally do a mind shift and realize where you're going, and realize as long as you put in the work, man, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be more than all right. It's gonna be great. Just keep taking these steps forward, and don't mind the haters. Don't mind the people who are low-minded and who are. These are actually people who are hurt. Hurt people hurt people, and we'll have a future topic on that as well. So don't mind the people who are hurt, because some of them are truly hurt, and they wish they could do what you're doing. They wish they could take that risk, but they're too busy being mindful of the others. You have people who have degrees. Excuse me. You have people who have big degrees, right? Can't find a job, and they won't get a job doing whatever they can, Uber or whatever else. Mind you, I know Uber drivers who make a six-figure income with regular, not even luxury. Luxury cars, they all make that money, but six-figure income with regular cars. So don't get it twisted. But there's people that are keeping themselves from getting to the point that they need because they're afraid of what other people will say, how people will judge them and laugh at them. But you and I, no, we don't get down like that. Not in the majestic lifestyle. We don't worry about them. We worry about doing what we have to do no matter what it is, as long as it's morally, as long as it's ethical, moral, and legal. We get on whatever path that fits us to get to the destination. Because you know what? It'll be a shame for you to get to the end of your life when God says it's over, and all the dreams, ideas, and all the goals that are inside of you never came out. And the ways you could touch other people actually never happened as well. Instead, you sit on sidelines and you join the clowns on the sidelines, all the people who are hurt, the people who are damaged and broken, and you start laughing at everybody, you start pointing at everybody as well. You join them. And oftentimes these people as well, they wish they could take the step like you, but they're too worried about other people. So, folks, it's about the mind shift. This is all that we're doing right now. It's about growth and self-mastery. Get on your path, build yourself up so that you're grounded. And yes, you're gonna be shaken, right? Things are gonna rattle you. It's all right, but get on your path so we can get to the destination. So until next time, folks, make sure you're living your best life on a regular basis. All right, and I'm looking forward to what we're gonna accomplish together. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Comment below if you've ever experienced that, or if you've ever been the person laughing at somebody, or if you've ever been laughed at, and what are some of the things you might be doing to get on your path, to, side hustles or whatever, to achieve your goals. Let's talk about it in the comment section. So until next time, y'all, live your best life.